chat, going crazy. Climbing the tower, hands getting shaky. Link below, you already know. Type that code in, then we go, then we go. Pulled up, heart so racing. One more run, we're all waiting. Hit that sharp screen, do it for the team. Lock it in, hear the whole squad sing. Create a code, 300. Throw it in, let the love hit. We winning, everyone know it. 300, yeah, we all run it. Spartan in the tower, we find it. Every drop, every win, we done it. Say it loud so the whole world hears it. Use the code 300. Use the code 300. New stream, roll call, screens glow blue. Same crew, same hall, clutch on the last floor. Voice getting rough, use that code, fam. Can't thank you enough. Stacking floors up, hearts all racing. One more run, we're all waiting. Hit that sharp screen, do it for the team. Lock it in, hear the whole squad scream. Create a code, 300. Throw it in, let the love hit. We winning, everyone know it. 300, yeah, we all run it. Spartan in the tower, we fund it. Every drop, every win, we done it. Say it loud so the whole world hears it. Use the code 300. Code 300. Code 300. 300. Code 300. Code 300. From the lobby to the last floor, same name that we ride for. 3 digits on the high score. 300, we want more. Create a code, 300. Throw it in, let the love hit. We winning, everyone know it. 300, yeah, we all run it. Spartan in the tower, we fund it. Every drop, every skin, we done it. Stay on the chat, let the whole feed hear it. Create a code, code 300. 300. Use the code 300. Still growing. 300.
What's up, guys? My name is Spartan, and we are back with another tournament live stream. It's gonna be a good day, I think. I finally got a bracket that is not entirely scuffed. And furthermore, we have battle conditions that are not entirely scuffed. So today could potentially be a good day, at least for Big Spartan. Spartan Jr. is TBD. That will be, just luck of the draw. But it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good. Use the code 300. Watch the power rise. Actually, Metabee, it's let the power rise. Or wait, no, crap. It's feel the power rise. Hold on. What is it? Okay, now we have to play the song, and I have to remember what it is. Spartan steps in. There we go. Okay, let me just skip to the chorus. I gotta see. Code in hand, he makes his stand. Okay, here it comes. Oh, it is feel the power rise. Okay, sorry, my bad, guys, my bad. Anyway, who all do we got in here so far? We've got TKP was first. What up, TKP? Stormfighter, Chris Sindor, Dakin Nerd, Fudgin, Quick, Gambit? Sorry, I don't know how to read. Berto, what up, dude? Flez, Black Wolf, Demote, Dean Knowles, Rally, Mr. XLL1, Metabee, Metabee, yes. Sig. I'm just gonna call you Sig. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? We got Biff. What up, Biff? Ron Groves. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be a semi-decent day. I am gonna experiment with something else. Somebody was telling me in the Discord the other day, I can't remember who I was talking to, but somebody said I should try doing the tournament on minimum range. So we have the free upgrade card equipped, and we're going to devo our range. This is mostly for the sake of my inner landmines, which currently are not very anything crazy, but soon they will be, so don't worry. But yeah, this is going to be kind of the strategy, just keeping a slightly lower range, aka full-on minimum range. I think we will likely do another test with just kind of like the normal setup. Obviously, I have some coins to spend, so we'll just, we'll do that later when we get there. But yeah, I want to experiment with this. I did accidentally max out my enemy health level skips, so oopsie. But it's okay. The damage is still relatively comparable, all things considered. But yeah, do I have enough to just get another click here? I do not. But yeah, in terms of modules, I think I'm going to try Space Displacer again. I haven't tried Space Displacer in a little while, so we're going to go for it. Oh, you are going inner landmines. I am. So I actually just rolled this. I had about 2, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, this first number was 2. So what is that? 20 million? Now I'm down to 15. So yeah, I went ahead and did that. I just wanted to kind of see. I had just 2 common effects here. So I basically just queued up landmine chance, landmine radius, landmine damage. And I don't know. I ended up on landmine damage. It's fine. I would have preferred to have like radius, but whatever. No worries. I have radius on. Oh, I don't have radius on this. Oh, well, it's fine. Anyway, we'll see. I don't know. It may be better for me to use my ACP. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's try out the ACP primary. For old time's sake. Old time's sake. Okay. Let's get this. Let's go ahead and level up all of our modules and see how we're looking. All in all, I think that today is going to be a pretty good day. Will be new account series, question mark? Yes. So my my editor is currently a little bit slower than he normally is, but it's okay. He is graduating from his university, so he's taking a little bit of a break. But fear not, for I will try to remember how to edit videos and try to at least get a couple videos out. The next episode of Tour My Tower is currently being edited, but I did record a fun video. It's something a little bit different that I haven't ever done on the channel, and I hope that you guys like it. I think it's going to be hilarious, but it could get some backlash. I don't know. We'll see. But I think it's going to be funny. That video I'm going to personally edit, I think. And yeah, I need to record beginner progress. I don't even know why I'm saying beginner progress, bro. We're like halfway to the queues, lifetime coins. Like, we're not a beginner anymore. But whatever. Episode 18 of the series is going to come out probably sometime next week, if I had to guess. But yeah, that's basically it. Yellow Spartan. Yellow yourself. Oh yeah, guys. I don't know if you guys saw my Discord message in the server updates channel, but sorry for the ping that I sent you guys. During the event live stream that I did on Monday, I told the story that happened that same day with my daughter falling out of the shopping cart. And yeah, I had gotten about 20 or 30 DMs on Discord about that. Just like saying, hey, you know, we're praying for, or I'm praying for your kiddo, stuff like that. Just like positive stuff. And yeah, I just, instead of, you know, manually going in and replying to every single one, I thought it would be much lazier to just put out a server updates post. So that's what I did. But yeah, thank you guys. She is hanging in there. Still hasn't like thrown up or anything. So that's good. That's like a sign of, hey, something could be wrong. But yeah, so far we've just been icing her head. She's pretty good. She's doing good. So thank you guys for everybody that was checking in on her. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. But with that, let's see. What do we need to do here? We need to put... So it is Basic Ultimate. So for Basic Ultimate, I generally really like to use Ohm Chip. I don't know why. But we're going to put Ohm Chip in. Let's see. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe getting rid of like the Chain Lightning damage stat. I don't really think I need it. I'm going to leave the Chrono Field duration for when we get the stupid battle condition that I hate. But I'm going to leave that. I think I possibly want to change this and try to get something inner landmine related. I mean, damage would honestly be good too. What can I ban instead of damage? See, that's how bad I thought inner landmines were. I thought that they were just terrible. So let's ban... I don't know, dude. Let's do black hole size, I guess. Yeah, let's do black hole size. That should be fine. So we'll do that, and I think we'll just try to get something inner landmine related on this module. So let's go for damage, quantity, or cooldown. I think any of those would honestly be pretty good. Let's do it! With my luck, I'm going to get the one that requires being level 201, but that's okay. While that is rolling aimlessly, how do we submit AI tower music to you? Good question. I mean, my DMs are open, so you can always DM me. Oh, perfect. Inner landmine damage. I'm just going to go for it. I feel like it might be a mistake because my inner landmines are not currently where they need to be. But long term, they're going to get better. So that's the game plan. So what does that take it to total? Yeah, look at that. That's already a huge improvement overall. It's not anywhere near comparable to my other damage stuff, but it's now better than Death Wave. So that's something, right? Yeah, that's going to be the play. So we'll go for that. I think in terms of the rest of the modules, the only other change I really need to do is put this in. So we'll go for that. Everything else looks pretty solid, so I think we're going to go for this. Let's see, is there anything else I need to roll? I could roll that, but whatever, we'll save for now. I could also roll some of this. I have the crucial stuff, though, so I don't think I need to. Not sure if you will like it or not. Made a tower song with Google Gemini. I didn't even know that they did that. Okay, okay. Very cool. But yeah, like I said, my tournament setup, I'm going to experiment this run with free upgrade mastery. Instead, I just took off health regen. I don't really need health regen. I don't have the mastery for it anyway, so I'm not getting a whole bunch of value. Like, as soon as my wall breaks the first initial time, it never recoups all of its HP. Like, the wall fortification is what I'm referring to. So I don't think I need to have health regen in. I just put it in there because it was a slot. I'm like, whatever, dude. But yeah, the next big purchase that I'm going to try to get in terms of cards is I really want to get Area of Effect Mastery. I think that this will do a number of things, but it's mostly going to be for my gamble with Inner Landmine Plus, but also it will influence my Smart Missiles, it'll influence my Poison Swamp, which are also viable forms of damage and crowd control. So all in all, I think AoE Mastery, it's really the last big damage mastery that I have to get. other than like plasma cannon, but plasma cannon doesn't really bother me because oftentimes the landmine stun mastery kind of nerfs them. But plasma cannon mastery is another big one I was thinking about getting. And then also crit chance just for more raw damage, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, let's just exit this run on Spartan Jr. It's fine. We are still in Platinum on Spartan Jr. So if anybody wants to join with me in Platinum, let's see, what time is it currently? It is currently 12:26 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, if you guys want to join with Spartan Jr., it just turned to 12:27, so we will join at 12:29. So 2 minutes basically directly from now. As soon as the minutes on your clock say 29, that is when we join. So get ready, everybody that wants to join with me. Let me quickly get set up for the actual tournament. So we'll start with putting this in, and we'll put in, where is it? Oh my God, is my brain not working? Okay, yeah, we need this. There we go. That should be good. Now we'll go to the tournament setup here. Do all of the normal stuff that we usually do. Unequip these three, and then equip these three. And we're saving up coins. Rest of this should be good. Oh yeah, guys, I have a few AFK dudes, so we're probably going to get rid of a couple of these guys. So, I don't know. If Miller's is here or somebody else, Chrisendor's here, I think. Can you double check on your end and see if it shows all three of these guys have been AFK for the same amount of time? I know that sometimes the guild stuff is bugged, so I don't want to like kick them out even if they are actually active. But yeah, 8 days inactive, definite, gotta go, and then possibly one of these two. But yeah, it should be any time now for the joining, so get ready, everybody. We are hovering over the join button. 3,000 waves in plat? Oh boy. Pac-Man, I can beat you, dude. I can beat you, trust me. I'm already gonna beat Chrisendor. Oh crap, everybody join. Everybody join. I almost missed it because I was reading the chat. Let's see, who do we got? Anybody that we know. Rally's here. What's up, Rally? I think that's the only person I see. Where's Pac-Man at? Pac-Man, where'd you go? I'll join in spirit. Let's go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of you guys started off like joining the live streams around the same time as Spartan Jr. progress-wise. And now a lot of you guys are like kind of floating around champions, either doing the teeter-totter back and forth, or some of you actually staying in champions. Like, I'm pretty sure Kirkle is completely staying in champions. It's like, it's really cool. It's like all the children are growing up and leaving the nest, you know? I'm in champs, my dude. Right? Ugh. I'm not joining you. I want you to have a chance. Dang, Pac-Man. That was like a subtle flex. Okay. I've been holding 16 to 13 in champs now. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I made it in. Just guessing university represented. Maybe I should start my own. Okay, I see 8, 5, and 4. So if you want to kick, you're good. Okay, well, guys, we are going to kick this guy for sure. So if anybody wants to join Spartan Junior's guild, Towers Anonymous, the first step is admitting that you have a problem. The second step is, of course, using creator code 300 in the Tower web store. So if anybody wants to join Spartan Junior's guild, Towers Anonymous, I just put the code in the chat. What you need to do is first apply in the guild applications. Jesus, I just bit my tongue. And after that, you need to leave a chat saying, this is my username. Okay, well, this guy has obviously already watched some of the streams. So he knows how it goes, he or she. So we will accept. There we go. All right, welcome to the guild. Sigon. Just guessing university is fire. Yeah. That's it's tags, you know. Not terrible, not terrible. Dang, why are you all in my stream simping for tags? Go simp for tags in his stream. Anyway, we are going to kick also this guy, I think. Get him out of here. I don't want to kick Riker, because Riker was pretty active for a while. He's probably just like on a vacation or something. But we kicked that guy, so we have one more available slot if anybody wants to join. Same rules apply. Apply in-game, then first person to chat and apply will be allowed in. So yeah, we'll just leave that for a little bit and go ahead and join on Big Spartan, I think. Got to double check, cross my I's and dot my T's. But I think we're about to be good. Let's go, Tagsy Wagsy. Okay. Oh, we got one. Who is this? Vic. So we just need Vic to chat. Just applied. My name is Vic. All right. Welcome in. All right. I don't ask that much. I just ask that you actually play the tower. That's basic. I mean, like literally if you just play the tower, like you'll get at least 20, Like, I mean, I'm only at 10, but we don't have to talk about that. My emulator keeps crashing, okay? My emulator keeps crashing. I used code 300 like 10 or 12 times. Let's go. Thank you so much. Hi, Spartan and chat. What up? Well, we are already in a pretty decent spot here. So, we just got to keep tabs on Spartan Jr. and try to upgrade all of our damage stuff as quickly as possible. That way free ups can just upgrade this and finish this off. You don't have to like the tower, you just have to play the tower. That's it. Yep, pretty much. I mean, I know there's a bunch of people that are like, I freaking hate this game, but I can't stop playing it. And I definitely resonate with that, it is what it is. Okay, let's see. I don't know what to do here. I guess let's go for some more range on bot. Should be good. Okay. Let's go ahead and begin. Oh, but before we do, yeah, the title of this stream, they patched my secret strategy that I have shown you guys on stream. The strategy is basically a way when you have the workshop orb adjuster. Where is it? Yeah, when you have the workshop orb adjuster, it allows you to manipulate where you put the workshop orbs. And they freaking patched it. They patched my secret strategy. So it's mostly used for, if there's a tank ultimate, something like that. Very, very useful. But what you do is you start the run with the range card unequipped. So we'll just start the run. You go to the orbs, you bring the workshop orbs all the way down. Usually I do like 33 meters, 31.8, something like that. And then you wait until the first intro sprint to go. You max out the range. So you max out the range, you put the range card back in, and then the workshop orbs stay where they were originally before you added the range card. So that was my secret strategy. It allowed my workshop orbs to basically be lined up with my space displacer. But they're patching it. They're patching it. Did you get the new V28.2? No, I am not updating until I actually have to, because that made me mad. I'm like, why can't I just do my super secret strategy? That's all I want to know. Just let me do my secret strategy. Gosh darn it. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I'm just kind of complaining for no reason. But let's see. We do need to put range way up here. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. But yeah, I'm going to try out minimum range. I think it might be good. I don't know. It could also be very bad because I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. 100 viewers, but only 20 likes. What up with that? Thank you, Pyro, for the shameless plug opportunity. Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the stream so far, do me a solid. It's a very, very low effort. Throw a like on the stream. Hit the little thumbs up button. It does help me out. Has Keys still complaining, LOL. Hey, you know what? There are top 100 players that get rank 1 every single tournament, and they still find something to complain about. It's human nature, right? Anyway, let's unnerf our damage real quick. That's probably a good idea. So we'll do that, and then we'll make sure to turn on Poison Swamp Stun. And I think for this tournament, I'm gonna go to the toggles, and I'm gonna turn on... I want to see my inner landmines. That's like the main thing. That's the main thing that I want to see. Yeah, we'll do that. I think I'll also turn on chain lightning and honestly the important stuff. So I'll leave Chrono Field off, I'll leave Golden Tower off, I'll leave Black Hole off. But I want to see just the important stuff. So Poison Swamp is my main crowd control source. I need to see that. Chain Lightning's my primary damage source. Inner Landmines is my experiment that I kind of want to look at and see how effective it is. So we'll do this. But look, this is the minimum range strategy. So the overcharge are going to sit somewhere here. And, oh man, this might be... I think I cracked the code, guys. I swear to God, if they patch this, they don't allow you to do tournaments on minimum range. Oh man, it's GG's, boys. It's GG's. It's over. Is there space in Spartan Junior's guild? Not currently. Not currently. We just added 2 brand new people. Potentially, if this dude is still not played by next tournament stream, we'll probably kick out Riker. I don't want to because he's kind of an OG. He was in like the first batch of the people for this guild when we launched it. But yeah, you know, it's not personal, it's business. So if he's still AFK by then, we'll kick him out and pick somebody else up. Also, guys, I'm going to be doing a giveaway pretty soon. My contact within LD Cloud is giving me access to 3 codes that you can enter to basically get 3 days completely free, no questions asked. You don't have to swipe a credit card. You don't have to do any of that. You just get 3 days to try the product and see if you like it. And then, obviously, if you want to, after the trial period, you can purchase a subscription, or you don't even have to. You can just do the trial and be done. But I have 3 3-day trial codes that will soon... I'll probably be facilitating that in the Discord server, if I had to guess. So if you guys are interested in testing out LD Cloud, seeing if it is a good product that you may want to look into, feel free to participate in that giveaway. Will you be on Overwatch tonight? I'm down. Everybody else seems to not want to play Overwatch anymore. It makes me sad. But yeah, I'm down. I can't speak for everybody else, but... I am certainly down. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. How are we doing on Deathwave health? We are... Ooh, not even close. Not even close to what we need to do. Do you know anything about the upcoming 5-year Tower-versary? Outside of what has been published in the most recent Tower T, not really. Unfortunately, not really. But I think it's going to be cool. I mean, I think I can't remember if they did anything for the 4-year or not. That's where I'm struggling. I can't remember if they did anything for the 4-year. But you never let me know, so I'll be a bad sub for you. Oh, I forgot, Chrisendor. You played Overwatch with us a couple of times. Yeah, I have a friend group that I play with in a different Discord server. I play with like Pac-Man, Outdoor Cat, Ellie, Sparks. Trying to think if there's anybody else. Anyway, Overwatch is fun. It's very toxic. It's annoying, but then obviously I play League of Legends pretty frequently with the guys in our server. Look at my Poison Swamp coverage. This is huge. When the overcharge come, forget about it. You know, it's going to be crazy. I really hope that the inner landmines are able to immediately hit the overcharge. I think that would make this actually a really good strategy. So we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. I don't know. I've been playing for 2 years. I don't remember any special events. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can do that, Ellie. Yeah, I don't mind. Let's see. Did we max damage yet? Not yet. Man, we need to hurry up and max this. Wait, why is it playing the creator code song again? Let's do a different song. I don't want to just seem like give me money, because I mean, although I appreciate it and it's currently paying for diapers and all of my bills, I don't want to come off as a all I care about is money kind of guy. Like, money is important. It rules the world. Like, it's a necessity of the world, I should say. But yeah. I got Perma, Black Hole, Golden Tower first, then got Deathwave recently. You can just turn off Deathwave entirely mid-run to get permanent Black Hole and GT back. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Are you saying if you're using Multiverse Nexus? Okay. So far, so good. Oh, man. I don't know, guys. I have a really good feeling about today's tournament. I don't know why. Something's telling me we're going to have a good run in both accounts. But actually, let me check. It is Boss Ultimate. Kind of sucks. Armored enemies, I don't think is that big of a deal, right? Because it doesn't affect the armored enemies, if I remember correctly. It doesn't affect... Oh, sorry. It doesn't affect thorns is what I meant to say. Oh, crap. It's thorn resistance. Oh, no. Oh, crap. Okay, we might be screwed. Don't let others' negativity rule your life. The song is fire. Thank you. Thank you. I want to give you money, Spartan. Stone packs. Oh, man. You guys are so nice. I really do. I really do appreciate you guys. Think you'll get third again? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Big Spartan, it's going to be rough. I don't think I will get any chance at second or first, because I've actually been in a bracket pretty recently with this guy, and he's very good. Although I think last time I was with this guy, I got pretty close to beating him. I was like within about 100 waves. I just couldn't quite get it because, you know, he's clearly a little bit better than me, just a little bit. But in terms of the rest of these guys, there are no sleepers. Like, there's this dude. He might have a chance, but I don't think so. Then there's this guy. Sorry, it's not happening, dude. Not happening. So I think we might be okay overall. Possibly to get at least fourth place. Maybe third. But I don't think we'll get... I don't think that we'll get this. But third and fourth, I'm happy with that. That's what, like 10 keys? Where is it? Oh, that's 15 keys. Wow, okay. Yeah, so we'll see. Zephyr, what up, dude? Yo, what's the secret weapon that they patched? Yeah, I already talked about this, but it is the trick that I'm sure that you've seen me do, Zephyr, for like the tank ultimate, Basically, when you run Space Displacer on minimum range, you start the run at minimum range, and then you manipulate the range card to keep the workshop orbs at like 30 meters, basically. So that when you end up maxing the range and equipping the range card, it ends up bringing everything else up, but leaving the workshop orbs where they were. Saved a newborn deer at work. What? Oh, I didn't even need to explain it. Pyro took care of it for me. Thank you, Pyro. Yay, we maxed damage. Let's go. What did I miss? I was in a meeting. Well, not much, not much. I don't know why, Tags. I feel like I've been sleeping on minimum range in tournaments. Something is telling me it's going to be good. The only caveat to this is my overall like chain lightning damage is going to be less effective because of the lack of range. Because the more range I have, the more damage per meter I have, and therefore the more spotlight bonus I have. So I think that potentially that could be an issue. But at minimum range with range cards, so 43.5, my inner landmines are actually activating, which that has been an issue. Up to this point, my inner landmines have not really triggered, right? Because I've been on 98 meters. So I'm wondering if this is going to be good. Complaining about patched exploits? What is this? Reddit? What's up, dude? It's not an exploit. It was a legitimate strategy. It was a legitimate strategy that was a part of the game, and they saw that my strategy was too overpowered because Tech Tree Games, they watch some of my streams. So, you know, they probably watched one where I was like, don't worry, guys, I'm going to put you on some game. I'm going to put you on some game for this tower. And I showed everybody the range trick with the manipulation of the workshop orbs, leaving them basically at 30 meters, and then going up to 98 meters. That way, with your Space Displacer line, your workshop orbs are basically in line with your Space Displacer. This serves multiple functions, like Tank Ultimate, pretty obvious, really good for that. But also, when the bosses eventually start just kind of hitting your line of Space Displacers, they're also being smacked in the face by workshop orbs. So it was a really good strategy, but they unfortunately did away with it. So I think minimum range is going to be kind of the... I think it might be the closest thing that I can get to that same strategy. Yeah, Greenie mentioned it in V26. No, tags. You can't say that it was Greenie's idea first, because then everybody will catch on to the fact that it's not actually my idea. It was actually Greenie's idea. Why fix it now, though? So they're fixing it now because people have discovered that inner landmines are actually ridiculous. And that's why. Like, so many people are on this inner landmine plus train right now because of the infinite scaling that Charge Mines provides. It's pretty broken, I'm not going to lie. Like, infinite scaling of damage. Inner landmine damage increases by 0.5 times per second. That is broken. So every one of these inner landmines on the Space Displacer, like, I'm on 5 times speed right now, so it looks like if I go down to freaking 1 time speed, each of these is real-time seconds that my inner landmines are just building up damage. Absolutely ridiculous. Howdy, Spartan. Good luck today. What up, Rubber? Dude, I think... Oh, look at that. The overcharge exploded instantly. Instantly exploded. I don't know if it was from an inner landmine, but I don't know. We'll see. No, but seriously, I'm deciding between inner landmine plus and poison swamp plus with my damage. It would be bonkers. Dude, honestly, so like there are some negatives you can say with inner landmine plus. You just had to be more strategic, mostly with the range. Poison Swamp Plus, I think, is good, but from my understanding, the damage is strictly additive, and it's far from infinite. But like the inner landmines, it infinitely scales. But with my luck, I'm going to put, 6,000 stones into it like I did with smart missiles. So then they're going to be like, yeah, this is actually too strong. We're going to nerf the infinite scaling and maybe not have it be infinite anymore, or just, change it to where instead of 0.5, it's like 0.1 or something like that. But even then, I think it would still be pretty good. Inner Landmine Plus, Poison Swamp Plus doesn't help much with fleets. That is actually incorrect. That is incorrect. So the blast radius, if you see when one of these inner landmines go off, like right there, did you see the radius went all the way out here? So any enemies way out here got the splash damage from that. That's why they're good. So that they can absolutely still affect fleet enemies, which, obviously they're going to hit saboteurs, but that's mainly referring to commanders and overcharge. Which, for a lot of us glass cannon guys, the overcharge are the biggest bottleneck that we have to sort of deal with. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I don't know. I like inner landmines. I know in previous tier lists I said that they were throw it in the trash tier, but I think it's about time for another tier list video, because V28 has changed so much about this game. I don't know, guys. Deathwave may not even be S tier anymore. I like how I got a tower ad while watching a stream of the tower while also playing the tower. Yeah. Hi, how are you? I used the last 2 runs. The plus coins / health was, and this is so good. I tried glass cannon. Yep. Coin health trade-off is massive. Very, very good. Look at the poison swamp stun. It's actually doing stuff. Like, guys, I think I cracked the code. I had the crowd control. I just didn't have my range was too high. I don't know. I don't want to jump to conclusions. We can still definitely die really early. But so far, this seems pretty redeeming. I am pleasantly surprised. Let's see. Deathwave health on Spartan Jr. is slowly doing its thing. Good stuff. We've got to keep it going. There's an overcharge. We need it to die, though. There's another overcharge, and it instantly dies to inner landmines. Stone pack with code 300. Let's go. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. What if Texture Games realizes that inner landmines isn't a projectile and nerfs it with Antbot Plus? That will make a lot of people very upset. If it happens, it happens, but people are going to be really upset. What does confuse me is how inner landmines is allowed, but chain lightning is not allowed. That's what kind of confuses me. But they already knew that chain lightning would become way too broken if Antbot Plus influenced it. It would just be ridiculous. But the next big mastery I'm thinking about getting is Area of Effect. I think it's going to make these so much better. The only thing I'm going to have to watch out for is well, I don't know. The only thing I'll have to watch out for, I guess, is like when I'm farming. Like, I may not be able to take it when I'm farming. I already banned the Swamp Radius perk during my farming, but even then, like, this is the same range that I use with my farming runs as well. And if I had Area of Effect, my freaking poison swamps would go like way out here, which is not really good. It will slow them. I turn off the stun when I do my tournament runs, but oh my god, there's 6 bosses on the screen at the same time. But none of them stand a chance because of my inner freaking landmines. Let's go. Boys, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, boys. There's an overcharge. Forget about it. He's going to instantly die. He's going to instantly die, I said. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Defense percent cap? Yeah, 98. You can get that through the Ancestral substat, maxed out standard perk bonus, and level 23 with the lab, or 18 if you have the defense percent relics. I believe that that's correct. And obviously maxing out defense percent in the... But why not 100%? If you had a 100% defense, then enemies would... Like 100% of their damage would be mitigated. So that would just be broken. You would just have enemies endlessly sitting on your tower, not ever hurting you, because you're blocking 100% of their damage.
In the digital realm where the pixels all gleam, there's a game called the Tower.
All that's missing is the Death-Defy dopamine rush. Well, yeah. I mean, the only difference between me and Bonsai is I don't need to rely on Death-Defies. I just have damage. That's what separates me from Bonsai. Or, not Bonsai, sorry, Bonzo. There's a lot that separates me from Bonzo. Or Bonsai, I should say. Good grief. We need these people to change... One of them needs to change their names because they're too confusing. They're too similar. And my brain doesn't process it in time. Ugh. What is the solution for ranged ultimate in tournaments? Good question. I'm pretty sure black hole disable ranged enemies doesn't work, does it? For a ranged ultimate. So like permanent black hole, the percentage damage would help, but they're still gonna shoot you. So if you're running a damage-oriented build, it's going to come down mostly to just more damage. Armor penetration penetrates all of Spartan's armor. I don't know what armor you're talking about. Chronofield plus 13 solves ranged ultimate. That is also true. That is also true. So I'm pretty sure that the ranged ultimate is immune to like black hole. It's immune to poison swamp stun, I think. I can't remember, but they're not immune to chrono loop. So yeah, like chrono loop is a definite solution. There's an overcharge. Do me a favor and just get hit by one of those inner landmines, please. Please, I said. Pretty please. Please? Okay. All right. There we go. See, I'm not scared. We got this, guys. We got this. Penetrates your walls or your wall and your energy shields? No. No, 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 no. No, thank you. Oh, crap. Okay. We're going to reduce the game speed a little bit. I don't want to chance anything. Did we max out Spartan Jr.'s health yet? We did. Okay, perfect. So now what we do is we unequip all of these cards and we re-equip our EHP cards. There we go. All right. If they patch the Deathwave range trick, then it will actually be GG's. It will actually just be game over at that point. But they won't do that, right, Tech Tree Games? I know that you're listening. Okay, anyway. What are we talking about? Spartan, did you do the Chrono Jump Lab? I'm currently working on it right now. I think I'm at like level 4. Yeah, I'm at level 4. But yeah, I'm going to fully take that to max. Overall, I think it's going to be pretty good. Inner Landmine Plus is the new meta. Seems many are using it lately. Yeah, I mean... So here's the thing, right? It's not like a meta, quote unquote, because there's multiple things that... Like, it really just comes down to inner landmines are just a damage source, right? So, like, a lot of people are just chain lightning damage. Totally within reason. Some people are chain lightning elitists, which I don't think is the wrong answer, unless the saboteur comes in and disables it. So I much prefer, and I've said this many times throughout my channel, I don't know if it's right or not, so don't quote me on this, but I've said many times, I think it's better to not have all of your eggs in one basket. That can be applied to gem spending. That can be applied to lab upgrades. I think it's overall just a better idea to sort of try to have as many things working for you as possible. So like I put a lot of initial investment into smart missiles. Obviously, it does help. It actually does. If I pull up the damage stats, I have a lot of damage from smart missiles. Look at that. AB damage. My inner landmines, though, with not even half of the stone investment, are currently doing more damage. So just leave that on record. But yeah, like you can see all 3 of these damage sources. And then there's my chain lightning, which is obviously way better. But it's still, all of these stack up together and give me the total damage dealt. We need a death defy. Or we need a second wind. That works too. Okay. Anyway. What do you think over Lab 6? I think it will never happen. I don't think that we'll ever see a sixth lab slot. Oh yeah, ranged enemy range lab. Yeah, that is good. Did you see Ryan's build? Yeah, I actually recently compared towers with Ryan, and that was a big thing for me. It kind of opened up my eyes because a lot of our damage is actually very comparable. What the biggest separator between his tower and mine is obviously lab upgrades. He has way more than me because he's got about a year of playtime on me. But also, all of his econ stuff is basically finished, where mine is far from finished. So that was the biggest separator, though. He also recently got Inner Landmine Plus, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, we just fully intro sprinted Legends. This has only happened a couple of times. Now we just have to get to 2,200 waves, so then we'll beat that other dude and get rank 2. Or if we beat 2,400 waves, we'll beat that other dude and get rank 1. What do you guys think? You guys think we got it? I don't. So it's not death defies down, but how many death defies have we had? We have had a whopping 9 death defies. Wow. Apparently not when we need them, though. Oh, excuse me. Pog, full intro sprint. Yup. Yup. I'm telling you. Good things are happening, boys. Good things. Lab slot 6 costs 100,000 gems. Oh, boy. I mean, that's just $400. It would have to be more than that, Zephyr. It would have to cost like $1,000 worth of gems, which means only the, like, elite high spenders would have access to it. And that would be really annoying because then I would have to update the beginner progress series and be like, hey, remember that time I told you guys lab slots are the main priority? Get all of them done. Well, now just get 5, then someday when you win the lottery, you can get the 6th one. Why is Berserker Mastery good? Isn't it only like 300 seconds? Yes, but the amount of damage you get is super, super good. That 300 seconds, it can buy you enough time to get you another energy shield. Sometimes it can even buy you enough waves to get your like second wind back or your demon mode back. So it's definitely really good. Obviously, it's only good basically every other tournament because you have either the energy shields down or you have the Death Defies down battle condition, at least in Legends. Use code 300 for the 6th lab slot. Oh, if only, dude. If only. If only. That sounds like a terrible idea. But also at the same time, I'm kind of down for that. Let's go up to 4 times speed. We don't have to worry. There's not an overcharge on the screen. Yeah. Tags makes a good point too. Berserker's also really good for taking out fleets while farming. Oh, nice. The overcharge missed their attack. Let's freaking go. Look at all of the enemies just like stunned way outside of my tower. Let's go. Crowd control for the win. Is this the only game that you play? No, I play many games. Yeah, I play a ton of games. This is the only game I make videos for, but yeah, there's several games that I play. This is like pretty much the only mobile game that I play, if that's what you're referring to. Also, the other thing, I'm leaving in the summon guardianship. I don't know. I've been doing that recently, and it seems overall pretty helpful. I don't know. It seems pretty good. Oh, no. Okay, good. We killed him. These bosses are starting to get pretty tanky. They're starting to get pretty tanky. Hey, what up, Bonzo? We were just talking about you. Yo, I think you might be onto something. I'm just saying, I think you might be onto something with this inner landmine plus setup. So yeah, shout out to Bonzo. I don't know. I'm trying out minimum range in Legends for basically the first time ever. We'll see how it goes. But we're running Space Displacer. We got ILM Plus level 0. Let's go. We've got max quantity. Your intro sprint ended at 1800, right? Can't believe you don't have it maxed. Yes, I did. I fully intro sprinted. It doesn't always happen. I think this is probably the 5th or 6th time that it's happened where I've been able to fully without popping demon mode. We already lost second wind, you know, overcharges. They do that, but should be okay. But yeah, dude, I'm trying out minimum range for the first time. We're going to see if it leads to any kind of improvement. The only thing I'm nervous about is the lack of range, basically the lack of range causing a lack of damage from my Spotlight Plus. That's the main concern of mine at the moment. But so far, it seems to not be a huge deal. Like I said, the boss health is definitely scaling, so that's not ideal. Inner landmines, they did hardly any damage to that boss. Oh, crap. While I was in the menus checking, we lost demon mode. God dang it. Okay, whatever. total luck on my end. I only picked up Inner Landmine to max because I like it. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could say the same thing about my investment into smart missiles, but, you know, TBD, I guess. TBD. Until version 29 when they finally give me the Dimension Core equivalent. We'll see. We'll see. I'm holding out on smart missiles, though. Maybe they'll be good. Who knows? But now we have the damage buff from Demon Mode, so we've got a ton of damage. A ton. Super, super good. Inner Landmine's doing more damage than Poison Swamp. Not quite as much as Smart Missiles, but it's fine. And honestly, wait a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. What's your Inner Landmine Plus again? Doing AoE Mastery. Currently just level 0. I just literally have it unlocked. I'm working on the Chrono Jump Lab right now, and then my plan for next month's stones is I'm going to get AoE Mastery. I'm not going to get any of the EHP Masteries. I'm still pretty firm on that. I don't think it's necessary, and quite frankly, I don't think it'll help me. Because the Overcharge deal basically the damage that you deal to them back to you. So if you're dealing a crap load of damage, it doesn't matter how much health or health regen you have, the Overcharge are going to send that right back to you. So I think it's, I don't know. I don't really see the value in getting the like health and health regen masteries. I really don't. I could be wrong on that, but I don't know. I kind of subscribe with the more damage is better sort of mindset. Oh no. How long till we get second wind back? 200 waves? Oh boy. We might be in trouble, boys. We might be in trouble. Overcharge have thorns. Basically. They basically have thorns. Yeah, skip EHP masteries. I regret getting mine. I would have done better getting AoE mastery and more ILM development. Dude, I don't know if you can get more ILM development. Like, your stuff is pretty well... He's got, like... I can't remember off the top of my head, but isn't your next stone click for damage, like, 4 or, like... Isn't it, like, 800 stones or something for your next click? And then cooldown's maxed, quantity's maxed. ILM Plus is almost maxed. Like, I don't know, dude. I feel like you're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, but sometimes, like, the EHP, it can actually hurt you because of the interaction with Death Defies. And Bonzo would know this because he is the... Wait, what do we call him? The God of Death Defies or something? I forget. It's been a minute. But yeah, like, Greeny in his Tier 21 farming video, he also kind of touched on it. Like, actually nerfing his EHP quite a bit for the sake of getting more Death Defies. Because Death Defies are very, very important. What's the best way to get permanent ultimate weapons, or at least permanent black hole with MVN main Primcy assist? Lower death wave cooldown, focus on SE. What is SE? Oh Lord, have mercy. What is SE? Somebody help me out. Oh no. Oh, the king of Death Defies. Not quite the god, but maybe someday he will transcend this mortal plane and achieve inner landmine and Death Defy godhood. Yeah, what the heck is SE? I'm blanking so bad. I'm so sorry. The king of Death Defy. Substat efficiency. Okay. Yeah, substat efficiency is huge. It's very, very big. That is ultimately what will take you from using MVN to eventually transitioning out of it, because you reach a point where you get permanent Golden Trinity with Galaxy Compressor and MVN, That's totally fine. But you want to get to the point because at that point, MBN is no longer really giving you the same returns it did when you were earlier on into the game. And you're leaving a lot of damage on the table through, you know, putting in Dim Core. You're also leaving EHP on the table because you could just, instead of Dim Core, if you want to go the EHP route, you could just go Prim C instead. So yeah, absolutely. The substat efficiency for the core is super, super important. That's the only reason that I'm able to not use MVN right now. Or I wouldn't need to use MVN, but I would need to use either MVN or Galaxy Compressor. But because I have my substat efficiency where it is, I don't have to worry about that. So that's honestly the main thing. At least nowadays. And it's relatively inexpensive with stones. So that's the good thing. Like, it takes a lot of clicks of that lower cost to get there. But it is doable. It is doable. In terms of permanent black hole, for farming at least, get it up to 34 seconds, and then get a 4-second duration substat on your core if you have enough module levels where that's not going to rob something else. But if you have like 6 or 7 module effects that you can do because of your levels, absolutely. Like I have one on my farming dimension core. It's a 4-second black hole duration. And that puts me at 38. So as soon as I get the 12-second perk, that puts me at a 50-second duration, 50-second cooldown. Without Galaxy Compressor. Okay, I kind of want to pause real quick and just see how the inner landmine damage is doing now since we're a little bit later. So let's check it out. Chain Lightning is doing... Wait a second. Oh, these are enemies hit. Okay, that threw me off for a second. So Chain Lightning damage, 218 AC. Smart Missiles, 21 AC. Poison Swamp, 30 AC. Inner Landmines, even with the tiny minimal investment I have, 11, almost 12 AC. So for reference, it's dealing half of the damage that my Smart Missiles have, but I have probably less than a quarter of the stones invested. I maxed the quantity, the cooldowns, a minute 40, and the damage I have like 2 or 3 clicks into it. And it's dealing basically half the amount of damage as my Smart Missiles. That is absolutely ridiculous because my Smart Missiles have a little bit more skin in the game, like 6,500 to be exact. Yeah, so there's that. I do think I'm actually kind of liking minimum range. The only thing I'm wondering is if ACP I'm getting diminishing returns. I'm wondering if as I get later into these runs, if I would do better with Space Displacer Assist, Orbital Augment Primary. That's what I don't know, and we can test that after this. But we're doing pretty good with staggering our defenses. Like Second Wind will be back relatively soon. 177, and then Demon Mode, basically 200. We have Nuke available, so we really need to hope for some Death Defies. Like, this would be a good time to channel our inner Bonzo and just try to get some Death Defies. Also, Bonzo, if you're still here, I'm going to need either you or Bonsai to change your name because I freaking always mix up your guys' names. It's so aggravating. So, yeah, shoot Bonsai. Jesus Christ, I just did it again. Shoot Bonsai a DM. Just say, yo, Spartan said one of us gotta go. Oh, man. Anyway. Yeah, dude. Chrono Loop, like maxed out Chrono Loop, I absolutely do not regret that. And you can see the value of Poison Swamp Stun now. You used to not be able to see it near as good because, yeah, at 98 meters, my Poison Swamp radius would just extend a little bit past my range line. So you wouldn't ever actually see the value, but you can see they're getting stunned way out here. Bounce shots, meanwhile, are hitting the enemies, proccing Chain Lightning, but they're way safer. They're way farther away from my tower. So overall, I think minimum range is not bad. I think I don't know if I've been sleeping under a rock or what's been going on, but minimum range in tournaments seems not terrible. It's not Bonsai, it's Bonsai Lad. Yeah, but who actually says the lad part, you know? That's anyway. It's Bonzo's tower. Yeah. I just need to use their full excuse me, unabbreviated names. Okay, so I'll just call Bonzo. I'll call Bonzo Tower, and I'll call Bonsai Lad. Okay, I can do this. I just need the ADHD to not kick in when it becomes relevant, and I should be able to remember. Luckily, I already have GT, Black Hole, and Deathwave. Very nice, very nice. I was getting in an argument with people in the main tower server about Deathwave. Like, they were saying you should get Chrono Field as your third ultimate weapon. And I'm like, in what universe does it make more sense to get Chrono Field as your third ultimate weapon? Oh my gosh. People in the main tower server, I don't know. They either know the secret strat or they are trolling most of the time. So it's Bonzo, Lad, and Bonsai Tower, right? Oh, man. Spartan, anime recommendations. Wistoria, Wand and Sword, and The Beginning After the End. Freaking fantastic. How similar, Zephyr, is Wistoria? How similar is that to, like, Black Clover? Because I loved Black Clover. I love magic and all of that, like, nerdy crap. I love it, man. But I haven't been able to find really anything comparable to Black Clover, at least recently. Attack on Titan was also really good. I really enjoyed Attack on Titan. It was a little bit darker, but it was really, really good. Wistonia. Oh, okay. More similar than you'd think. Gotcha. Wand and Sword. I mean, that kind of encompasses most of Black Clover just by the title. Honestly, Black Clover probably would be better under the name like Sword and Wand, because most of it revolves around the Demon Slayer sword. But anyway, solo leveling is literally the best and better than Black Clover. Really? Okay. I've heard a lot about that. I've never actually watched it, though. It's only 2 seasons right now, about 24 episodes. Ooh, okay. Don't even think it's debatable. Wow, okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot about solo leveling. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's pretty dang good. The demon comes from the 5-leaf clover, though. Yup. Oh, man. Yeah, Black Clover had a lot of, like, I don't know. It was just one of the better overall story arcs that I've ever seen. I really like the whole rivalry concept all throughout the entire series. Just really, really good. But Attack on Titan's also super, super good. Attack on Titan's good in a different way, though. There's a lot of twists throughout the series, and if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But, like, it gets to a point where you're like, I don't even know who are the good guys or the bad guys anymore. And I love that type of stuff. It's like, I don't even know who I should be rooting for. But anyway, another really good anime. This is a good, like, first one if you've been interested in checking one out but haven't seen it. or don't know really where to start. Death Note. Death Note is really, really good. It was on Netflix several years ago. I don't know if it still is or not, but it's really good. Hey, let's go, TKP.
TKP 570 super chatted $5. Have to clock in for work. I'll catch the rest later. Another $5 for the BB gun.
The BB gun fund. We are up to like 10 or 15 bucks now. So let's go. Guys, I've got a squirrel problem. I live out in the woods and squirrels occasionally will jump on the power lines. And because I do not have access to a BB gun, I have no way to deal with them. So what ends up happening is power gets lost. If I'm in the middle of a live stream, that means the live stream cuts. All because of a dang squirrel. So boys, the BB gun fund. Let's get it going. Thank you, TKP. Have a good day at work. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Oh, yeah. So Netflix also, they did like a live action Death Note. That is absolute dookie. Don't watch it. It's terrible. I'm talking about the actual anime. But the anime is really good. It's relatively short, which is why, like, if somebody's new to anime, I think it's a good one to recommend them to because of how short it is. That's my opinion, though. I'm not, like, full-on weeb level. I've seen a few, but I also, like, I don't have a lot of free time to, like, watch shows. I'm a very, very busy dude. This Ray enemy is gonna freaking destroy us here. No! We lost Nuke. How long until we get second win back? 69. 69 waves. Oh no, the Ray enemies are just freaking destroying us. This is where I think orbital augment would be necessary. Because look at that little Ray enemy right there at the top right. He's just gonna slowly work his way to our tower, and then we're gonna be in some trouble. Honestly, I might just pop Missile Barrage. Screw it. What's the worst that could happen? Come on, Missile Barrage. Get him. Get him, boys. Yes, we killed him, but there's another one. Actually, this is probably the point where I need to turn the game speed down so that we don't miss out on miss out on projectile damage. One Piece, just 1,200 episodes. Yeah, I started watching One Piece. I had never seen it. I'm on like episode 14 or 15 or something like that. But like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time. My brother recently got a dog, and he actually named the dog Luffy, which I think's funny. But honestly, he has no business owning a dog because both him and his wife work like probably 50 or 60 hour week jobs. So like that poor, it's a pit bull too. So that poor pit bull is going to just be home by itself all the time, which that's not problematic. I don't know. There's a lot of people that own dogs that should not own dogs. That's my opinion. That's my, I guess, political take of the day. What about Naruto? I have not seen Naruto. I have not. Mostly because there's like 4 different series and I don't know which one you should actually start with. It's kind of like Pokemon. There's like a bajillion different Pokemon series and it's like which one's actually like the first one that you should watch. But anyway, why Pitbull? I don't know. They got it from a shelter, which I love shelters, but you have to be careful with that too because you don't know the previous situation. Like my grandma, for example, like several years ago, she got a border collie from a shelter that was like 2 years old, and it had clearly been abused. So like if it was in a corner, for example, she had a really long hallway at her house, and if she was in the hallway and I'm just like walking to take a piss, I'm going to the bathroom, and the dog would go like psycho mode, like growling and actually attacking you. So like you just have to be careful with animal shelters, because the dogs are not treated super good in animal shelters already by itself, but also you don't know the prior history. Like some shelters, they'll tell you, yeah, this dog was, you know, the owner just needed to rehome and didn't have time to like play with it or whatever. But they don't ever tell you like, hey, this dog is probably not good to keep around kids, or this dog had a prior history of abuse. They don't tell you that because that's not a very good sales pitch. But yeah, I had a dog, but my wife and I were both kind of in agreement that we're probably never going to have dogs again. I don't know, dude. It's just, I don't know. Like, they can be super, super awesome, but especially, like, while we have young kids, we're definitely not going to have a dog. Because all it takes is one situation, one instance of a bite or something, and, you know, it could be potentially catastrophic when you have, like, young kids like that, you know? So, you just had to be safe. You had to be safe. But yeah, my freaking brother, I love him. He's a great dude, but he's not very smart. Like, he is the king of impulse purchases. Or not purchases, but impulse decisions. And his wife, oh my God. I could go on a whole tangent about that, but his wife kind of enables the behavior rather than helping negate it. The dog is cute, don't get me wrong, but it's... Oh my God, we're at 2,100 waves? What the heck? Boys, this is like an all-time personal best. I was not even paying attention to the amount of waves that we're at. What the heck? Guys, this is kind of ridiculous. This is an all-time personal best. Is it minimum range or is it Inner Landmine Plus? That's the question, though. And of course, right after I notice the waves, we instantly die. So 2,100 waves. Holy crap. Okay, well, we beat this guy, which I kind of was hoping I would. I mean, the four-year relic kind of scared me because that means he's at least had his account for 4 years. But this, to me, looks like a situation of... I started in 2022, but I didn't come back to the game until 2025. Because if you look at the total relics collected, it's either that or he's just a free-to-play guy who's been playing this entire time. Because 2,000 waves with 196 relics and the 4-year relics, that to me spells out free-to-play player who's played the game for 4 years. But it could also be a situation of I started playing in 2022, didn't really take it seriously, didn't actually play until a few years later. I don't know. You did predict that it would go well today. I did. Talking about tags, JK? Yeah, basically. Wow. Okay. So we are within technically 200 waves of getting rank 1. So everything in me wants to try to do it. I don't think it's possible. I don't know. Is there a stone pack we can buy real quick? No. Okay. I don't think it's possible, but I don't know. Let's see if there's some module adjustment that we can do. I kind of want to try orbital augment. I just want to try it and see. I want to see if it does anything for us. What substats am I giving up? We have the Death Defy. We have knockback chance as well. Don't know. Don't know. I feel like I really need landmine radius on this. So I'm going to try to really quickly pull landmine radius or landmine chance. Either of those would be good. Health regen. Ew. I don't need that. Okay, let's try. Let's go for it. Boom. Give me something, game. Give me something. All right. And while this is happening, yeah, great time to go grab a snack if you need a snack. Maybe a drink break, you know, because we're going to be sitting here for a little bit. Man. Come on, give me something. Give me something. 100 is perfect, right? Right? What up, Millers? Not possible because of damage reduction. Damage reduction. What are you referring to? Damage reduction? Are you saying orbital augment is affected by the overheat? The damage reduction? Is that what you're saying, AKZ? Hey, perfect. Landmine chance. So that will equal more stuns, which is good. We need more stuns. So we will take that over knockback force, 100%. And I think that's good. The tower website for stone packs? I'm pretty sure I've already maxed out all of my stones. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I cannot buy stone packs. Unfortunately. What I can do is I can get this, which I meant to grab this already anyway. I think that the event boost is going to be good for... what am I trying to say? I think it's going to be good for glass cannon people. The relics are pretty good, at least. So we're going to yoink that real quick. Yoink. There we go. I'm getting second in my bracket on plat. First was 2,800, and I'm at 2,700. Oh my gosh, dude, that is crazy. Crazy. And do we have enough? Ooh. So I can do this, but I'm not going to have enough. Yeah, screw it. We'll do it. And then we'll just put in freaking starting cash. Where's starting cash at? There we go. Starting cash. Let's go. Okay. So we gem rushed a click into Dissonant Echo Ultimate Weapon. If you want to buy stone packs, my code is... Oh, man. If I had unlimited money, I would definitely try to do more. Unfortunately, I do not. Let's see. What else can we do here? I don't know, man. I feel like we're in a really good spot module-wise. Like, I guess I could try to min-max and just do a little bit here. Try to get more something. Let's go for Ancestral or Mythic. Honestly, any of these would be good. Yeah, literally any of these would be good. As long as I can get higher. We have the damage per meter, so I really need to try to get Ancestral damage per meter would be good. Let's just leave it on Ancestral and see if we get lucky with anything. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Give me something good. Give me an Ancestral damage per meter, please. Rend Armor multiplier. Ah, dadgummit. Okay. That'll still be good for Poison Swamp. My Poison Swamp does deal some damage, so we'll take that for now. We're going to soft lock it, so we locked it here, but we're not going to do the hard lock like that. We're just going to keep rolling and try to get something better. Also, guys, spoiler alert for my next video. I think it's going to be funny. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Basically, within the tower player base, if you've been around, if you've interacted in the actual community, you would know that this is true. There are several different demographics or, for a lack of better words, stereotypes within the tower community. So I thought it would be fun as just like a fun little video. It's not like a guide, obviously, but just a fun, entertaining type video where I go through I go through quite a few of these different stereotypes, and yeah, kind of explain what they are, and it's funny. So that video will be coming out hopefully in the next couple of days, followed by Tour My Tower episode 37. Are we on 37 or 38? I can't even remember. But that is coming as well relatively soon. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for both of those. Beginner Progress Series episode 18, I think, probably will be pushed off till next week. I know it's been a month since the last episode, but quite frankly, like, nothing has changed. Like, nothing has changed. I've gotten a little bit more lifetime coins. I've gotten a little bit more lifetime stones from you know, just tournaments. But outside of that, like, yeah, nothing has really changed. Multi-shot targets might be good, except I'm not going to get much value from that. So we'll go with the previous, actually. Honestly, at this point, we'll just lock this and try to get something else here. Oh, no! Was that a mythic attack speed? Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. That would have been so good. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Defense Absolute Colt stereotype. Okay, wait. Did you somehow find the script to the video? But yeah, it's going to be funny. There's way more that I could do, but for this first video, it's going to be like, I can't remember if it was 13 or 14, but 13 or 14 pretty common player base stereotypes. But I wanted to leave a little bit of margin in case the video does well, because I'll do a second video. What, multi-shot's good? Ah, crap. Oopsie. Damage per meter. Let's go. Okay, we got damage per meter. The issue is it's very, very little overall. So honestly, I don't know. I might just get rid of the Rend Armor multiplier. That's not super good. Also, the Deathwave haters. Yeah. So the purpose of the video, it's supposed to be satirical. It's supposed to be funny. And it's supposed to poke fun just at the community by and large. So that's the main goal, right? Just like poking fun at the community. Probably there will be at least one in the video that you can kind of agree with, like, but it's going to be funny, right? Like, there's two that I agree with personally for like myself. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty obvious. Crit chance. We got a crit chance buff there and a tower health buff, whatever. So let's see. Just sent you a small anime recommendation list. Roger that. Roger that. I'll have to check it out. So that did buff my damage per meter a tiny bit. I don't think it's really going to make that big of a difference overall because, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It might. Yeah, I think before it was at what? Like times 11. Now it's at times 12. So a little bit more damage. A little bit more. We also have the extra crit chance, which is helpful. Where is crit chance? Oh, right here. So not terrible. 630 crit factor. 100 attack speed. There's hope. There's hope for us. Spartan Jr. is still going strong. Let's check out the bracket. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't know. Just Guessing University, Dakin. Is that a requirement? Is tags forcing you guys to change your actual name to Just Guessing University? Maybe I should do that for people in the Spartan guilds. If you guys are in a Spartan guild, you have to put 300 underscore at the start of your name. Does overcrit do anything? Yes. Yes. Once you exceed... Yo! What?
Mattier 221 tipped $3.33. I would like to dedicate this tip to tags.
Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. That was my idea. Oh. Oh my gosh. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. That was Matthew. Matthew dedicated the tip to tags. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have the tipping function here. It's still the same rules as the super chats. The biggest difference is if you don't want to be beholden to megacorp advertisers such as YouTube and Google, you can leave a tip by doing !tip in the chat. And basically, I get almost 100% of the tips versus YouTube and Google. They take 30% of the super chats. They take 30% of YouTube memberships. So if you don't want to be beholden to megacorp advertisers, consider using the tip feature. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you so much. He got us all locked into the cult. Oh, man, that's awesome. Speaking of cult, I've been watching The Following. That's a cult. What is that? Is that on Netflix? Let me look this up. The Following is a thriller from 2013, 3 seasons. And it is on Netflix. Okay. Okay. I feel like I've heard of this. It says The Following is a psychological thriller series that originally aired on Fox from 2013 to 2015. It stars Kevin Bacon as a haunted former FBI agent and James Purefoy as a charismatic serial killer. Interesting. Very cool. You heard Spartan. Give him the whole tip. Yes, I will take the entire tip. Or I will take 70% of the tip if it's through YouTube.
That is massive.
YouTube takes the other 30%. The good part. YouTube takes the good 30% of the tip. I get stuck with the sloppy seconds. AKA the other 75 or 70%. Sorry, I'm bad at math. Are you going to watch the Backrooms movie? I saw that. Or I saw the trailer for that. It's like a horror movie, right? Or like thriller, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it looks interesting. I might go see it. Basically, the serial killer has a cult while he is in jail. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I might have to check it out. My wife still has Netflix. She asked me to buy Netflix the other day, like 4 months ago, for a very specific show that she was watching, and she ended up finishing the show in like a week, but we've still been paying for it for the past like 5 or 6 months. Yeah, that's
Massive.
That's how subscriptions work. That's how they get you. Oh, wait. Why do I still have the freaking daily missions open? I'm sorry, guys. I'm about to get my Black Hole GT Deathwave to 50 100 cooldown. Do you know a good farming method for permanent black hole? Or is permanent black hole not worth in farming? My opinion is it's definitely worth it, especially if you're doing a blender strategy. Obviously, if you're trying to do like an Orb Devo strategy, you won't be able to once you get to permanent black hole. But honestly, I think getting an 11 times by default additional multiplier is better than having time where you're not getting any of the multipliers because you have ultimate weapon downtime. That's my opinion. Some people disagree. But yeah, just the tip, $500 not working. Don't tempt me with a good time, Squirrely Dans. Let's see. That's how I ended up with Hulu. Made a trial under a fake name, and here we are using it, using it for the last 7 years. Yep. Yeah, for a while we just had the Hulu and Disney bundle. I watch a lot of stuff on Hulu, like Rick and Morty, Family Guy, stuff like that. Obviously, Disney, Star Wars, pretty self-explanatory. But recently I've been on a Marvel kick. I've been watching all of the like Avengers movies, just rewatching them. But every couple of years I will re-download, or I will renew the subscription for HBO, which I guess now it's just called Max. I don't know. But I'll renew the HBO subscription so that I can rewatch Game of Thrones. One of my all-time favorite TV shows. It's just like, it's super, super good. If any of you guys have watched Game of Thrones, except for the last season, you would know that it's super, super good. Ugh. How can you say when you should change your tier? Good question. Generally speaking, once you're getting over 6,500 waves, you have achieved the maximum spawn rate prior to getting Wave Accelerator Mastery. So pretty much probably anything tier 15 and below. You want to stay in whatever tier that you're in until you're averaging around 75 or 8,000 waves. At that point, you can experiment and try the next tier up. That's kind of my opinion on it. The biggest thing is you want to be sure to get to 6,500 waves. If you get to and exceed it by at least 1,000 waves, that's super, super important because that maximum spawn rate is when you're getting the most of the coins. Like, that's where most of your value comes from. And that's partially why Wave Accelerator Mastery is so good, because it reduces the amount of time it takes to achieve that maximum spawn rate. Instead of 6,500, it's whatever half of that is, like, I don't know, 3,000 something. But it's really good. I've only watched season 1 of Game of Thrones. Ah, wow. Yeah, it's really good. Yellowstone, good series. I've heard of Yellowstone. I've heard of that. Oh, okay, I'm nearly 7,000 waves, so I'll stay a bit. Yeah, I'd say once you are consistently hitting 8,000 plus, that'll be a good indication to go ahead and try the next tier up. Again, that's my opinion. I'm sure that some people disagree with me on that, but I think it makes sense mathematically because of the spawn rate. Yeah, so Nate Dogg, you bring up a really good point. There are some tiers where that does not become the case. The jump from 11 to 12 is a huge, huge challenge. It's very, very difficult. So there are obviously exceptions. It's very similar to the jump from tier 1 to tier 2, which most people immediately try to jump to tier 3 because of the econ. It's way better in tier 3 comparatively to tier 2. But the enemy damage is, you know, it's a way smaller jump from tier 2 to tier 3 than it is from tier 1 to tier 2. So in most cases for tier 1, it makes more sense to jump immediately to tier 3. But that's going to be challenging. So obviously there's nuance. Things are going to be different with the game. But yeah, similar things, like once you get to the point of like glass cannon farming in the later stages of the game, those wave requirements drop significantly because you're trying to do shorter runs. Like my farming runs, I'm getting in tier 19, you know, well, ignore these because these are kind of experimental, but, you know, this is kind of an average, right? But this is kind of the same principle. Because of my maxed wave accelerator, I'm still following that principle of getting around 1,000 plus waves post reaching the maximum spawn rate. So that's the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot for whatever tier that you're in. Obviously, if I were to try tier 20, it would not be profitable because I would probably die around like 2,000 or 3,000 waves. So it's not going to be profitable. So that's the balancing act.
they fall compared to you. To think I held control while others lost.
But yeah, tier 11 and tier 12 is probably one of the more difficult jumps in the game, if I had to guess. At least for like the early to mid game. Like tier 11 through tier 12, the jump there is absolutely challenging.
I crushed each wave that came.
But personally, I would say once you get to the point where you're getting at least 7,000 waves in tier 12, because of the extra cells and the extra reroll dice and all of that stuff, it might actually be more profitable to farm the lower wave amount in tier 12. So if you're just looking at coins, that's one thing, but if you're looking at all of the other currencies that you get through normal tier farming, you know, it may surprise you. That was what convinced me to jump to tier 19 versus tier 18. I was getting pretty comparable coins, pretty comparable overall, but my cells were slightly higher in tier 19, but my reroll dice and my module shards were through the roof in tier 19 comparatively. So you also have to factor in all of those other currencies, you know? But also, because it's so nuanced, everybody's tower is a little bit different. You have to factor in what you're needing more. If you're needing econ right now, like strictly coins, obviously do a tier that's most advantageous for that. If you're struggling with reroll dice or cells, do a tier that's more optimized for that.
Spartan's way.
That's my 2 cents. Do you think the dissonant runs changed this though? I mean, it made it more forgiving to stay in a lower tier longer because you get the higher boost in that tier. So in that sense, yes, like for many people, it probably will be optimal to do tier 11 versus tier 12 longer than it used to be in the past. So from that standpoint, I would say yes. Once you get access to the labs and get rolling with the labs, it becomes less of an issue because, like, obviously my tier 18 boost, for example, is a lot higher than my tier 19. But because my lab is, you know, level 13 or 14 or whatever it is, it kind of makes up the deficit. If that makes any sense.
Where shadows creep, a hero rises, secrets.
But yeah, dissonant runs are definitely a huge factor.
The name with a heart of steel, defending the tower.
Speaking of dissonant runs, wanted to quickly say thank you guys for all of the support on my perks guide. I released a perks guide pretty recently. It's like, so I did this as a joke, like towards the last minute and a half or 2 minutes of the video. I basically was like, if you made it all the way through the video, I wanted to say thank you. And I also added a call to action, is what they're called in YouTube world. So basically I told everybody, I was like, if you made it all the way to the end, drop a comment and let me know. Because if you did, statistically, you're in the top 10% of the people that watch my channel. And to my surprise, there's already like 40 or 50 comments just saying like, I'm in the top 10%. There's more comments that say I'm in the top 10% or I watched the whole video, you know, stuff like that, versus just normal people just commenting something. So that threw me for a loop. I'm not even going to lie. But yeah. In that video, I kind of go through, you know, the different perks for the different dissonant runs because it can be a little bit confusing. It would be nice if we got perk presets. That would be a nice quality of life thing so that, you know, when you go from a attack dissonant run to a utility, you know, you can have different perk presets depending on what type of run that you're doing. That would be a big quality of life thing. But of course, that would end up probably being locked behind keys in the vault. And that would be another area of frustration for people. Glad little Spartan's doing okay. Yeah, she's doing good. She's doing good. She's got a freaking goose egg the size of a golf ball, but overall, she's doing good.
Tower idle defense, strategic art. Spartan's the warrior, playing his part. Waves of invaders, a relentless tide. With upgrades and towers, no
Correct. Yes. So I was in a similar situation in terms of like Galaxy Compressor versus Black Hole Digester for a very, very long time. There is eventually a trade-off point where your death wave uptime becomes good enough, your death wave quantity through module substats. It gets to a point where the coin income outweighs the slightly lower cells. But just keep in mind with Black Hole Digester, it is almost entirely dependent on, well, first of all, ultimate weapon uptime, right? But more importantly, your coins per kill bonus lab. The higher that is, the better. The more effective your Black Hole Digester farming will be. So if your coins per kill bonus lab is under probably like 80 or 85, it's almost certainly going to be more profitable, even if you, let's say that you have a... Oh, what the heck? Joshua Smith sent a gift? What is this? It's like a little cat. What the heck is that? That's hilarious. I have no idea what the jewels thing is. I have no clue. But it's hilarious. This is like the second or third time I've seen this like jewels gift thing. But oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I hope that you guys all saw that. That's funny. Yeah, what is this? Flow state? I have no idea what those are. Somebody should look it up and tell me what jewels do, I guess. I don't know. Or I can just not be lazy and look it up. I forgot what I was talking about. Something about modules. Man, ADHD. Dang. I think you get something from it, like it's monetized, I think. Really? Interesting. Let me just look it up. Jewels. Is it called a gift? It said you got a gift. Okay, so this is what the AI overview says. It says YouTube's gifts powered by Jewels is a virtual tipping system. Ooh, for vertical live streams. Vertical live streams is the weird part because this is a horizontal live stream. Viewers buy digital jewel bundles in the YouTube app and send on-screen gifts. Creators receive these gifts as rubies, which convert directly to earnings at a rate of 1 cent per ruby. Okay. So I guess 200 rubies or jewels would basically be like $2, which means actually $170 after YouTube takes their 30% cut because they're greedy bastards. Interesting. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate it. You did not have to do that, but somebody told me that they actually got free jewels, I guess. Like, they could just do it for free. They didn't actually have to spend anything. So I don't know if that's actually the case, but regardless, thank you. It's vertical on mobile. Oh, really? I'm going to pull up my stream on my phone and see. There's no way. Foos sent a sunshine. I don't think your math is right. Probably not. Almost certainly not.
That tags super chatted $1.99. This is a $2 super jewel.
$2 super jewel. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Are you messing with me, Tags? Because that's just a super chat. At least that's what it looks like on my end. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I want to pull up the stream on my phone and see. I want to see if it's actually vertical. Dang, there's 103 people watching. What the heck? Doesn't look vertical on my end. Huh, weird. Okay, anyway. I love how you just turned $2 into 170. Did I say 170? Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, I guess $1.70 would be 30% taking... No, that wouldn't be 30% because it's $2. It would be 70 cents if it was $1 and YouTube took 30 cents because that's 30%. I see the problem. I'm just stupid. Okay, it all is adding up. Okay, well, clearly Orbital Augment is not the play. We already lost Demon Mode and Second Wind. They do give away some to premium members, I think. Or I got 1,000 last week, I think. Oh, interesting. Okay. Like I said, your math wasn't right. Well, listen, what do you guys expect, okay? It's me. I'm not good at math, but it's okay. I'm good at other things. At least that's what I tell myself. Oh, boys, my tummy is grumbling. My tummy is very, very upset. I'm thinking of the chat being vertical. Oh, yeah, I got you. Spartan's math is reserved for tower calculations only. Oh boy, that's even more scary. That's what we have ChatGPT for, okay? Like 2 + 2, friggin' ChatGPT that stuff, you know? Forget about it. I clicked on it one day and it had 3,000. Dang. Okay. Can I leave a jewel on my own stream? That would be funny. Yeah, AK, I'm not even gonna try. He sent like a weird 3, and then like some squiggly lines times X equals question mark. Yeah, you lost me. You lost me there. I don't know. It's been a minute. Been out of high school like 10 years. Almost 10 years, I guess. Ugh. What's for dinner? I'm getting Domino's. Ooh. Oh, pizza sounds good. Oh, man. I don't know. I actually don't know what's for dinner. That's a question for Miss Spartan. Usually she just like makes something and then I eat it. That's usually how that works. We have a very traditional marriage. She likes not having to worry about the bills and stuff, and I like not having to worry about what I'm putting in my mouth. Nobody clipped that. But yeah. I'm having General Zhao for lunch as soon as it gets here. Ooh, nice. Yeah, the Walmart Deli General Zhao, if that's what you're talking about, that stuff is fire. Stuff is fire. How to do 3 black holes. You need to get the Primordial Collapse module. Then you will be given access to an extra black hole. That will give you 2, unless you also have the extra black hole lab completed, in which case you will have 3. Clip it and ship it, boys. Clip it and ship it. I just broke into Platinum, and it's tough. Might rewatch your beginner series to see. Yeah, Platinum is very tough. I mean, I've been in Plat now for, I don't even know, guys. How long has it been? Like a few months? Maybe 3 months? We have touched champions a single time, but realistically, we will probably be stuck in Platinum for another 2 or 3 months if I had to guess. This is assuming like no stone packs at all, no event boosts at all, right? Like basically completely free to play. If you buy a couple stone packs here and there, you'll probably, like that time will be likely cut in half if I had to guess. Like buying stones earlier on into the game is so much more advantageous versus buying them later in the game. You get way more value. Like, if you only have like 2 ultimate weapons and you buy a stone pack, like that can easily take you to 4 ultimate weapons, like right there. You get way more value by buying earlier than later. Like, if I buy a stone pack on Big Spartan, that's basically like 1 or 2 clicks into something. Versus a stone pack on Spartan Jr., if I were to buy a stone pack on Spartan Jr. right now, that basically gets me very close to permanent black hole, like right out the gate. Versus having to wait, you know, potentially a month and a half to 2 months of tournaments to get the equivalent amount of stones. Would you consider buying 2 stone packs a month with Spartan Jr. to spice things up? I don't know. I mean, it would definitely make the series more entertaining, as in like there would actually be stuff to report on versus me saying the same thing I've said the past 3 episodes, which is, guys, we're still doing the same thing. But you guys still want these videos to come out, so I'm going to keep posting them. But I'm technically, for this account, not allowed to purchase anything because I said that I wouldn't in episode 2. I have considered doing a new beginner progress series that kind of would be a middle ground between the free-to-play and the whaling. So instead of buying every single stone pack every single month, every single event boost, for example, maybe we have like a monthly budget. Like we have a $60 monthly budget. So we could get 1 stone pack a month. We could buy, you know, 1 month we take a break from stone packs and we buy a milestone pack, for example, and an event boost. So something like that. But that way the series wouldn't take as long. It would just be a little bit more entertaining, I think. Also, we really need anti-cube portal. Holy crap. Being free to play on it makes it more fun as we pace ourselves. Yep. But yeah, like buying all 7 stone packs a month, it makes making mistakes a lot more forgiving than if you're free to play and make a mistake. Like if I was free to play on Big Spartan and put 6,000 stones into smart missiles, I would have been passed by lottie-dottie everybody. But because I buy stone packs on Big Spartan, it obviously, like, I'm just fine. Because there's more stones available. Versus somebody who's free to play, every single decision matters so much more. You could do a series called Doing Everything That You're Not Supposed to. Like, just intentionally make mistakes. Just, like, intentionally do everything incorrectly. Incorrectly, of course, meaning, like, deviating away from the quote-unquote meta. Just, like, straight up going all in on death wave damage from day 1. Death wave damage is, yeah, like, that's the play. We just go all in on death wave damage. Econ can wait. Like, right now, we just need damage. Oh, man. That would be funny. You should do a series where you buy every ultimate weapon pack, or every stone pack, but ignore every ultimate weapon except smart missiles. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What's crazy is I would end up finding that smart missiles, like, I would reach that breakthrough period where the smart missiles actually did stuff, and then that would tempt me to do the same thing on Big Spartan. That's the risk, because I've already got skin in the game on Big Spartan. And if you know, maybe let's say that the cutoff is 8,000 stones. So I put 8,000 stones into smart missiles on my Spartan Jr. account. I realize, oh crap, they're actually doing stuff. I then spend the same amount of stones on Big Spartan, which, keep in mind, would be playing an entirely different tower game in terms of like tier, damage, or enemy health scaling, all of this stuff. And I would basically debate myself into buying more smart missiles on Big Spartan. I think somebody is doing an EHP versus damage from day one and on. Yeah, that is Zephyr. Zephyr and Sleek, I think. Is it Sleek? I don't know. I've never even seen this Sleek guy, but apparently he has like 13,000 subscribers. So technically speaking, I'm actually not the most subscribed tower guy. I thought I was, but apparently there's this Sleek guy. Although, no shade to Sleek, I don't count him because he does multiple games on his YouTube channel. Whereas I just play the tower. I just do the tower. So in terms of purist tower content creators, we're still number one, boys. We're still number one. Let's freaking go. Yeah, that's just a little bit of ego inflation, I guess. Oh yeah, if we went all in on smart missiles day one, we would have to get spotlight missiles up. Yep, certainly. Yeah, I should talk to Ebats. I don't know if he's ever done that. I know he's done some pretty wacky stuff, but I don't know if he's ever done that. Slight cop-out. Oh, man. Oh, this run is scuffed. Are we close to getting Demon Mode back? Yeah, like, we'll have Demon Mode back pretty quick. We'll have second wind back, hopefully before we die. I don't know. Wasabi da Bacon. What up, Spartan? What up yourself? How's it going? Welcome into the stream. We are making some pretty big progress here. Already have a all-time personal best in terms of waves on Big Spartan. We're going to see if we can do something similar here with Spartan Jr. The first step would probably be actually paying attention to Spartan Jr. if I had to guess. But yeah, that's where we are at. This smart missile talk sounds like when you try and get somebody to understand that a 1% return is good as long as you have 500 million invested. Yeah, basically, I mean, yeah, 1%, it's still number go up, you know? It's still improvement. Just don't worry about the, you know, hypothetical like 25% gain you would get going all in on Chain Lightning. Doesn't matter. You're still getting that 1%. Oh my God. On another note, we're very close to maxing out all of the cards on Spartan Jr. Like, relatively close. We already maxed our first epic, which is Berserker. So let's just pull some cards. I need to do this anyway to do the stupid mission. But that's currently my goal. I am not... So, that is one thing I need to touch on in the next episode. My gem spending plan is changing heavily on Spartan Jr. So where I used to say, do the 1,600 gems for cards to do the mission, then do the equivalent on modules, that is still going to be valuable for quite a bit of time. But there will be a point where now, with the introduction of these relics, occasionally you're going to find some that are pretty good. Like, I just picked up the Defense Absolute relic for some reason. Actually, wait, no, that's not true. I already had that. But, like, I would benefit a lot by saving up for this, which I have 5 days to do so. I should be able to get this. But with these relics, it complicates the system a little bit. So now, I think it's going to be more advantageous to try to max all of your cards earlier rather than later, because then you just do the balanced approach between modules and relics if there are any good relics, versus having to bounce between all three of those. And not to mention card slots as well. So yeah, it's kind of changing a little bit. Kind of how I feel about it. Yeah. Yaoshin, you can. You can send me that. Sorry, I just read your message. We're all about shameless plugs. Any opportunity to keep me from having to go back to electrical work, I will take it. The rotating relics force me to wait for the weekly reset to spend my gems instead of pulling mods as soon as I get 200 gems. Yeah, it does kind of force us to, to be a little bit more cautious with just wasting every single gem. I'm surprised that you waited until 200. I know like there have been multiple times where I'm like, okay, we hit 20 gems, let's pull a module just to get a common. Is Defense Absolute useful in the mid to late game? Currently, absolutely not. Basically does nothing. Arguably less than Smart Missiles. At least my Smart Missiles have notable damage that allegedly is there, even though it doesn't look like it. But yeah, Defense Absolute is pretty bad. Post about tier 3. Like, there are some people that will argue it's good, up until about tier 5 or 6. I would disagree. I think anything past tier 3, Defense Absolute is pretty much useless. Honestly, after tier 1, it's useless. But I can try to play devil's advocate and say that tier 3, it's okay. But basically useless. I think we're about to get second win back. Sort of. Not quite. We don't have nuke, so we could die pretty quick. Because I'm a completionist, I cannot pass up on any relics. Well, in the short term, it will feel like a setback, but when they do finally buff Defense Absolute or give it some kind of actual utility, you'll have the opportunity to rub it in everybody's face. So like there is that. Same thing with like, I know Zephyr, his Defense Absolute lab is like really, really good. Yeah. If they ever do change it, it'll be obviously that prior investment that seemed like a waste in the moment will be good. It's kind of what I'm holding out for with Smart Missiles as well. Someday maybe it'll do something. We'll see. We can all hope and dream. Don't you have to lower the game speed? Yeah, it would probably be beneficial for me to go down to like 2.5. But I don't care. We'll go down to 3. 3 shouldn't be that excruciating. Maybe you could make another Orb Devo video. I don't want to. Orb Devo's not a good build. It used to be really good, but I think nowadays it's been phased out through the dissonant runs. Like now you can get more value from pushing a higher tier with a higher, if you're doing, let's say you can do Orb Devo in tier 5 to 6,000 waves. But you can do tier 6 or 7 through Blender, getting, 6,000 plus waves, 7,000 waves. I think that with the dissonant boosts, the utility boost, if you do a utility boost in tier 7 and you're farming tier 7 with Blender to 6,000 waves, you'll get actually better value than if you're doing tier 5, even with a dissonant boost, doing Orb Devo. That's kind of my opinion on it. I'm not opposed to it for just updating the strategy and just saying, hey, if you want to do this, you can. But I don't think I want to publicly endorse Orb Devo anymore. I don't think it's near as good as it used to be. The other issue with Orb Devo is it strictly revolves around coins. Like, it's just focused on lifetime coins. Which lifetime coins are important, yes, but as we've discussed previously during this stream and prior streams, there are other currencies. You get reroll shards, module shards, obviously like sell income. All of that is also super, super important. So a lot of the people that are like Orb Devo, Ride or Die people, they fixate on the coin number go up, which yes, it's important, but they tend to neglect all of those other currencies. Not to mention tournament performance. Running a blender build, you're going to do way better than trying to, you'll either have to waste gems respecking to go into a blender build and then respec out of it to go back to your Orb Devo. But that's not practical anymore because of all of the gem sinks that they've introduced. So I don't know, that's my opinion on it. I think it had its time. I think it was good. I don't think it's really good now. In the latest patch, didn't they patch project funding? Yes, if you updated, they did patch project funding. However, that's kind of a point of contention that I have. So in the patch notes, if you read, they don't actually mention that the bug was related to project funding. They just kind of discreetly say that they patched a module bug, which we all know it's the project funding bug. But they didn't actually say that it's the project funding bug, which, I don't know, it seems a little bit poor choice of words. I would have just said, hey, there was this bug with project funding. Full clarity, just tell it how it is, give the full picture. But the reason that they did it that other way is for all the people that somehow were living under a rock and didn't hear about it. They didn't utilize it, right? The project funding bug. Because if you used the project funding bug, you could have, pushed milestones, done really, really good, whatever. So by them not explicitly saying, we're fixing this bug with project funding, here's what happened, it kind of leaves those people that didn't figure it out under a rock. And to be fair, all of those players, if they did find out about it through the patch notes, they would have gotten really frustrated, right? They would have been like, well, what the heck? All these people had an unfair advantage for 2 weeks. That's not fair. So I get why they did it. I personally kind of disagree. I think it's better to be transparent. That's my opinion. But, what can you say? What can you say? Which point do you start using Super Tower? Yeah, I agree. Basically, when you get the mastery, but even just when you unlock it, it's going to be kind of good, but you really need to at least get the lab up to about halfway before it actually does stuff. Personally, I think just max it. Like, I wouldn't personally get Super Tower until you can max the lab with coins, because it'll be 50 quadrillion coins to max the lab. So if your daily econ is not enough to sustain that, I wouldn't even get it right now, personally. That's my opinion. Yeah, but Millers, to your point, also, this is not the first time that there's been a bug like this that gives players an unfair advantage. When it's happened in the past, they have been more transparent about it. They've said, hey, there's this bug. This is what it does. We're patching it. And more importantly, they fix it very, very quickly versus this particular bug and the perks bug from a little while ago. They had longer periods of time where players were able to utilize those bugs to their advantage. It's not fair. Like, if I wanted to right now, I could, in this run, unequip project funding, put in a different module, and still get the bonus from project funding, even with a different module. So that's the bug. It's an unfair advantage because then you effectively have 3 different unique effects going for the generator category. So it's an unfair advantage. And when there's a bug like that, you need to fix it ASAP. It can't span 2 weeks because that's 4 tournaments. That's 4 tournaments where people have had the unfair advantage. And if people figured it out, they could capitalize on it if they wanted to. I don't think that that's within TOS. So like, just keep in mind that I don't think it falls under the same category as exploiting the game because it's not an exploit. It's not an exploit in the same sense that like using an auto clicker is an exploit. That's obviously like something you do on your own accord that is explicitly against the TOS for the game. I don't see a world where they can ban somebody for basically using a bug that was in the game, even if it wasn't supposed to be in the game. I don't see a world where that's the case. But still, obviously, if you did use it or are using it, don't advertise it. Don't tell anybody, whatever, because I just want to keep your guys' account safe. Especially if you spent any kind of money on this game. How do y'all smart folk figure out this stuff out? Y'all wild. I mean, I have a bunch of people, whenever they find a bug or something, they tell me, like, in DMs. And yeah, like, that happens, and then I either report it or tell them to report it, or both. But yeah, if you guys ever do find a bug, go to the main tower Discord server. There is a section where you can report bugs. And if you're reporting a bug and you're showing it off, they're not going to ban you for doing the right thing and reporting it, right? So you don't have to worry about that. And if anybody does get banned for showing a bug and trying to get it reported, shoot me a DM because I will raise hell. I will raise hell to fix the problem. I never unequip project funding, so I've been living under a rock. Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. It's an unfair advantage, and when a bug like this happens, it needs to be addressed within a couple of days. That's like a situation where it's all hands on deck, you know? Kind of similar to, there was a bug a while ago, shortly after V28 happened, where basically, and they addressed this very quickly, right? So it was the bug where basically you could buy, I don't know exactly what it was, but you could buy the Bot Plus. You could buy them with metals instead of stones. And I can't remember off the top of my head the exact timeline, but I think it was within like 3 or 4 days. They immediately were like, hey, this happened. We're fixing it. We're going to refund you guys the metals. So like that bug was handled very, very well. But it's a similar kind of situation to this project funding bug where it potentially gives players an unfair advantage. So like when something like that happens, that is a all hands on deck, let's fix this kind of situation. Excuse me. I need to drink some water. Ugh. Lord have mercy. But yeah, if you guys ever see a bug, even if you're using it, quote unquote, like exploiting it, quote unquote, for the purposes of like showing Tech Tree Games, hey, this is what's happening, you do not need to worry. Well, I can't say this, that this is not financial advice kind of thing, right? Like I have to put out a disclaimer. I can't control Tech Tree Games, but I do not see a world where you would get banned for showing and reporting a bug, because that's a different sentiment than we're all hanging out in Discord and I'm like, hey, there's this really OP bug that you need to try. right? Those are two different scenarios. So if you're in good faith reporting a bug, I would be willing to put money on it that your account is safe. You don't need to worry. They do that, so I've reported a bug in the Discord before and they deleted my post. What? And was told not to post it here. Well, where did you post it? They have a dedicated channel for bug reporting. I don't know. That sounds like a weird situation. I don't know. Financial advice would be something like buy XRP. I mean, I'm a believer in XRP. Personally, I'm a believer. I have drank the Kool-Aid. I think it's going to go places. Obviously, if you buy XRP and it ends up tanking, don't sue me. This is not financial advice. But I think there's a lot of good use cases for it. I think it's an actual practical... it has a lot of practical application that would potentially be pretty valuable overall. But it's one of those things. It's $1.33 right now, I think. I don't know. I check every single day. But, yeah, it's like you can literally just put like $10 in if you don't care to lose $10. And if it blows up, if it hits $1,000 per XRP, you're making you made a really good return. Even if it hits $10, you made a good return. Oh, Sam is in the chat. Okay, here we go. Here's our general rule. If there is a bug, open a ticket on the website or in the game. Don't post it in general Discord chats. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The general Discord chats. Oh, but just to clarify, does that mean you also don't want the bugs reported in the actual bugs section? I just want to clarify so that when I'm telling people what to do, I'm giving them proper information. But they didn't say anything about the actual Discord section. I don't know. I feel like if that is the case, maybe the Discord should remove the section, because if the bugs are not supposed to be put there, I don't think that the section should be there, because that can be confusing for people. But yeah, the in-game support function, I'm not going to click it, but if you want to go to it, because it will show your entire email, so just be aware. But you go to the settings, you go to the support button right here, and then you can fill out the... it will basically create a support ticket for you by doing that. That's what Sam is talking about with the in-game app. Hi Spartan, I wonder if I should save my gems for not or not and stop pulling till next feature banner. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? I think... So we never actually know. And I'm going to poke a little bit of fun. It's a strategic lack of giving us information on it for the sake of getting us to buy gems, which makes sense, right? From a business perspective, it makes sense. So if they do release a feature banner, best case scenario, we get maybe a week's worth of notice. But more recently, it's been, hey, this feature banner is coming tomorrow. Which I know some people are frustrated about, but there's a solution. Save up your gems. Save up your gems, because we never know when something's going to happen. Obviously, don't be fanatical. Like, make sure you're still doing the necessities. Get your cards for the mission. If you're struggling with modules, get some modules. But if your modules are already in a decent spot and you want to hold out for future banners, you don't need to pull modules. But definitely at a bare minimum, do the buy 80 cards mission. That's low-hanging fruit. That's a necessity. That's medals for your bots. Super valuable. And after that, if there's something in here, if there's a coins relic, you can get that. If there's like this enemy attack skip relic, really, really good value, you can buy those. But yeah, if your modules are not in a good spot yet, you should still pull modules. You shouldn't just hold out for a featured banner, because the reality is there's no guarantee on featured banners. Hi, Sam. I think that the first question was, is it a TOS issue if somebody exploits a bug such as, yeah. That was the original kind of question, like the project funding bug. People were asking, is that, like, is my account at risk if I utilize this bug that happened within the game? I said I don't think it should be, but I'm not gonna say that as fact. So if you have been using it, don't show that you're using it, basically, because that could be bad, you know? I don't want people to get their accounts banned. That's the big thing for me. Spartan doxed himself by showing how support works. Yep. I have done that on stream, so you guys have one of my personal emails. But yeah. You can report them there, that's fine, but not in the main chats. Oh, okay. If the post is removed, there is probably a reason, so DM me if it happens and I can find out why. Okay. Yeah, guys, also, Sam is super chill. Like, Sam takes the role, like, very, very seriously as the community manager, which is awesome. That's what we need. We need somebody batting for us, and that is huge. So if you guys... And Sam has said this many, many times, like, DM me. So if you guys are dealing with something or something sketchy is happening, whatever it is, like, I feel like I'm within reason to say that it's safe to DM Sam. Dang, the dabs and smart missiles useful now. Is dabs and smart missiles useful now? No. For dabs, not outside of tier 1, really. You can argue up to like tier 3 or 4, it's okay, but really, it's not. Like, anything past tier 1, it's pretty much not good. Smart missiles, similar thing. Pretty much not good for most of the game until you get like 14,000 stones invested, which basically maxes it. So, yeah, unfortunately not. Until, hypothetically speaking, we someday get the Dimension Core equivalent module for smart missiles. It gives them some kind of buff. I don't know what it would do, but maybe it gives like an additional multiplier for the amplification. I don't know. There's a bunch of creative stuff they could do to make smart missiles good. Oh crap, we just lost second wind on Spartan Jr. We need to pay attention. Okay. So we're probably going to die relatively soon, actually. We got to be careful. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to monitor the chat, but I also don't want to die on Spartan Jr. We need to get promoted back to champions, boys. We need to do it. We need to get there. Let's just pop demon mode and save the wall. Oh, crap. I was too late. Oops. Okay. So does the stream title mean that they patched some stuff regarding those two? No. The reason for the title, I was complaining because of the... they're changing how the... This is a feature you get from the vault, but they're changing how the workshop orb distance works. So prior to this most recent update, let's say that I start the run at 30 meters range. I unequip the range card. If I have the workshop orb adjuster set at 30 meters, and then I put the range card back in, the workshop orbs would stay at 30 meters unless I touched the toggle. So it was a strategy that I personally used for several different things, like the tank ultimate is a big one. Also basic ultimate, it's pretty good because you have more bosses. But it works really well because it would basically line up with your space displacer. So the enemies, when they get to this point, they're getting stunned by inner landmines, and they're also getting smacked in the face by 1,000 workshop orbs. So it was a really good strategy that I was using, and they're doing away with it, which means we have to get creative and figure out what will work next. And so far, I think that minimum range is kind of going to be potentially that. Because you can see my workshop orbs are not entirely where my inner landmines are, but they're very close. So that might be the second best thing. I don't know. In ads, BRB, but it is against TOS to use or share exploits. Yeah. So I've understood that from the point of, like, if I were to say, guys, use an auto clicker. That's a set in stone against TOS thing, right? Like if you play on an emulator or if you play on a phone and you download like a auto click app or something, that puts your account at risk. That is against TOS. What I didn't understand was, is it against TOS to say, hey, there's this bug with project funding? Because that's a bug. That's not an intentional exploit. And a lot of people did it by accident. Like, it happened to me. I was farming tier 19, and I was like, yeah, these runs right here, it was after the previous tournament, I was getting so many more waves, and I was like, dang, I must be really close to farming tier 20. Only to find out it was because of the project funding bug. So does that mean I'm at risk of my account? I don't know. I feel like bugs, they should not constitute the same ruling as, for example, using an auto clicker, because that's a bug. It can be an innocent thing. Somebody could be streaming it and not even realize that it's happening, and their account could potentially be at risk. I don't know. But, oh no, we died. We died on Spartan Jr. God dang it. Okay. 1380. Yep. Boys, we're not getting promoted. We're not getting promoted. Well, there's always next time, right? There's always next time. Let's see. Is Rally going to get promoted? This could be the day, Rally. I'm rooting for you. Get up there. I guess I have to root also for Dakin Nerd. If Dakin Nerd gets rank 3, yeah, Sam, that's basically what I was getting at. Like, I guess if it's an innocent, like, oops, I didn't realize that this was happening, that's looked at differently than, like, because if somebody's using an auto clicker, that's a deliberate, well, I'm struggling with my words right now. That's a, like, deliberate, I intentionally did this, versus, like, okay, I did my tournament run with project funding. Obviously, when I'm done with this run, I'm going to put Black Hole Digester back on because that's my farming module. And what I have to do to cancel the bug is basically start a run, stop the run, and then start the run over. Because if I don't do that, the bug stays active. But that would be looked at differently than somebody using an auto clicker, I think is what Sam is saying. Yeah, it's a gray area. If it's an intentional exploit, then that is against TOS, if that makes sense. Yep. Is a macro and auto clicker. Yes, so I have heard stories of people doing some super freaking weird, crazy crap. Like, my understanding is auto clickers, obviously, that's a TOS violation. Macros, which, like, every single one of the emulators have a built-in macro function. but that is against TOS. So you have to be careful because there's people that play other mobile games too. Some of them allow macros, some of them don't. The tower is one that does not. So that violates TOS. I don't know anything about coding, but I know there are people that it's called scripting, I think. But scripting also falls within that same TOS. It all falls under exploitation because it gives you an unfair advantage. If you set up an auto clicker to click the same place and claim your gems every 10 seconds or whatever, that's an unfair advantage to somebody who manually has to check and clicks them. So that's why it's an exploit, because it gives you an unfair advantage. But yeah, I think that cleared up everything. Season 9 of the guilds. Yay, 4 gems. Let's go. V28.2 patch notes. Oh yeah, we already read all of this. Never mind. Meeting in a few minutes. I'll be back shortly if you're still on. All right, sounds good. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam, for joining and kind of clarifying that for us. But yeah, guys, honestly, just kind of to sum up everything, if you see a bug or discover a bug, you are totally safe to report the bug. Even if you are currently using it to show, hey, this is what's happening. Because honestly, from their perspective, like Tech Tree Games, it's probably better if they can see physically what is happening, right? So your account is going to be safe if you're reporting a bug. If you're utilizing it as an exploit, to like with ill intent to get an unfair advantage, that is looked at differently. That is looked at from the same lens of I'm using an auto clicker, right? So just be careful. That's all I can say. Let's drop the auto click talk. Yeah. I don't always bring it up, but I get a lot of new people on the channel, and they'll come in and ask. They'll ask about it, or they'll even say that like I've been doing this, and I'm like, hey, that's a no-no. Anyway, so starting cash is there. It's so funny we have starting cash in. But yeah, like look, I'll show you guys. So what you have to do if you're experiencing this bug post tournament, what you do is I meant in the chat. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. So like, let's just say I leave everything else as is. I take project funding out. I put Black Hole Digester in. I then go to my normal tier 17 or tier 19 farming. I start the run. You can see as we kill enemies, our damage is going up based on the cash that we get. So that means I effectively have 3 generator module unique effects going. That is the exploit. So after the tournament, you start the run, you end the run. It's stupid that we have to do this, but I don't want you guys to get banned. So it is what it is, right? So you start the run immediately after swapping your modules, and then end the run. And then that should undo the project funding effect, I think. I think it should. So we can test this. Well, what the heck? Why is it? I still have project funding. Tech Tree Games, please don't ban me. I'm trying to undo it. It's a bug, okay? I'm trying to undo it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, well, I guess I'll just surrender a second time and re-enter. Maybe 3rd time's the charm. I don't know. Okay, whatever. We still have project funding. Well, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Anyway. Restart your game. I have to restart my game to undo the bug. Okay, well. Oh my god, that is aggravating. You have to fully close the game. Well, that explains why, because I restart my game basically once a day. just because it's good to do. But here, let me just for science, let me force cloud save real quick and then close out the game and reopen it. So I'm reopening the game. Bear with me, guys. Okay.
From humble beginnings to wave without end, Spartan's a legend, his words transcend. With a meme in each comment, a laugh and a cheer, his death wave devotion year after year. He thinks that golden tower was B tier, which is also funny to the community because it's so
Thanks for showing us how to use it in real time. No, that's not what this is. I'm trying to show you guys how to protect your accounts because I don't want you guys to get banned accidentally. Because apparently it is being looked at as the same lens as using an auto clicker. But I just turned off the game, turned it back on. The modules, I don't have project funding in, so I should not have the project funding effect. So I'm going to start the run. Okay, so that fixed it. So that's the solution. You have to completely restart your game, which is, that's really, I don't know, that's kind of aggravating. I'm not going to lie. But whatever. But yeah, whenever y'all update to the latest version, which is, they put out the patch notes for it, but whenever y'all update, the bug should allegedly be fixed. So yeah. It shouldn't be from Berserker because I wasn't death-defying that early. But you can see right now I'm just... The number's not going up other than the... what you call it? The frickin'... Yeah, amplifying strike. Sorry. My brain's not working. But yeah. That, I think, is going to wrap up the stream for today. I need to set up everything for farming, but let me quickly see if anybody else is streaming right now that I can send you guys to. Okay. I am going to send you guys to this guy. This guy. Have they fixed the chronofield bug yet? The chronofield bug? What? You should update anyway to fix the bug with the ranged bullets auto killing on wave 1. Yeah, that's a big thing. That affected me last tournament with Spartan Jr. As soon as I started it, I just like instantly died, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Sorry, tags. Gotta be quicker than that. Anyway. Yeah, guys, that is going to be a wrap for today's live stream. But can we please get some 07s in the chat? 07s in the chat. If you want, you can stay for the whole outro song, if you want to. And then after that, I'm going to send you guys over to this other dude. Doesn't have a whole lot of viewers, so go tell him the Spartan says hi, if you don't mind. Anyway. That's going to be a wrap for today. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like on your way out. And like always, I will see you guys later.
Yeah, we all run it. Spartan in the tower, we find it. Every drop, every win, we done it. Say it loud so the whole world hears it. Use the code 300. Use the code 300. New stream, roll call, screens glow blue. Same crew, Use that code, fam. Can't thank you enough. Stacking floors up, hearts all racing. One